So let's get this started. So we're gonna drop the volumes a little bit. I also need to pause the actual Twitch video here and set up my titles and everything. So we are playing Broken Sword. Pause the actual Twitch video here. Serpent's Curse. And Broken Sword. Polymus - Broken Sword 5. And we're going to put Blind Run. Prepare to be frustrated, because I know I will be. Update, and we'll move that off over to my other screen here so I can watch the chat. And let's get the game going again. So, new game, and I've just realised it's completely black on the stream here, so just quickly fix that if we can. That one there. And that should do it. There we go. Right, let's jump in. Would we like to run the tutorial? If you've not played a point and click, which obviously I have, then we'd recommend that you play the short tutorial section. Would you like to go to the tutorial now? Yeah, sure. Hello and welcome. Blah 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 blah. Move the mouse pointing to the right. Well done. Hotspots. Hotspots mark interesting things in the environment with which you can interact. Continue. Hey, look, it's George. Left click on the floor. Excellent. That shows. Yay. When they said tutorial, I expected it to be a bit more involved than this. Get George to pick it up. Like, a lot of point and clicks now have tutorials where you do like a mini level sort of thing, mini puzzle, and that walks you through most of the stuff you need to get going. But this just seems to be literally instructions. So we've got inventory over here, torch, and examine torch, mouse pointer, right mouse button, you can examine any hotspot in the game by right clicking on it, so I need to right click on the torch. We need some batteries. You've clicked the torch and some batteries, load the batteries into your torch, that, like that. And a goat has appeared. Why has a goat appeared? Okay, let's get into the proper game. No! Isn't that the quote they had on the first game? I can't remember now. It's been like 10 years since I played it. I should probably play it again. I'm already liking the art style quite a lot. broken swords have always had a pretty nice looking style to them. Hand-drawn environment sort of things. I'm not so sure about the character models though, they look a bit off.
We must go now. Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly. Xavier, the painting. La malédiction. This way.
Signora, it is too late. Go!
No! Papa!
Senor, in here.
Search them. Of course. Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move!
No, monsieur, not la malédiction. Oh.
Stay back.
Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together. The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay. My company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time.
Alright, we definitely need to increase the volume on the voices there. And drop it a little bit on the music. Okay, looks good. Alright, so let's start with the body.
The priest was giving last rites to the gallery owner. I didn't want to interfere.
Okay, let's speak to the priest.
Excuse me, Father.
Yes, my son.
I'm George Stobart. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
A senseless murder.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest.
Is this the art guy from the second one? The one where you have to spike his drink to get past him? Or am I imagining a thing? Oh, I'm sure he was there anyway.
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art
Yeah,
critic.
that's what
We'd
I
met
thought.
before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead. but from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted.
Okay, let's steal something from him.
In the pocket was a pair of nail clippers. They were monogrammed with the letters HL. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around.
Alright, nothing else here. Let's have a look at the pizza box.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise there. Pizza. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one slice left.
I like his style.
The alarm still worked on that painting. I wondered why the stolen painting's alarm hadn't sounded.
Okay, so if you haven't played a point-and-click adventure before, these are all basically about pixel hunting, clicking on everything you find, trying to solve puzzles, most of them really stupid and obscure that you can't solve them half the time. So we're just going to click on everything.
All I needed was a mere 65,000 of this little
see
gem
how we
could be
get on.
mine. 55,000. Huh, shame. Just outside my price range. For the discerning connoisseur, a soupçon at 80,000.
Okay, so obviously now the priest is done with the body, we can have a look. So we're going to steal his glasses. Or not, we're just going to put them back on his face.
I put the glasses back where they were. Best to leave the evidence the way I found it. In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within. I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands. There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand. It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m. Be ready. Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place at 2:30 p.m. There was something fishy going on around here, and it wasn't just the canapes. I quickly replaced the note. Poor guy.
Okay, that appears to be everything here. Let's have a look. Let's close his eyes. Oh, he's wearing a
Here
wig.
today, gone tomorrow. I decided to let Henri's toupee rest in peace.
Fair enough. Okay, that appears to be everything on
a
this.
bottle of overpowering cologne. No personal effects or anything else of substance. I needed to find where he kept his records.
Okay, so we're just gonna check out this stuff.
It was my phone, mankind's most treasured possession. Lane's nail clippers. The initials HL were engraved on them. I'd picked up a piece of pizza from the gallery floor. It could be useful. Ah, Brett. The fragrance that dare not speak its name.
Alright, moving on.
With luck, the security camera had captured the robbery. The cable for the camera ran into the room marked private. The door was locked with a keypad.
So,
If I wanted to get in there and look at the CCTV footage, then I'd need to find the number.
So obviously this is the first puzzle, probably just introductory, so it shouldn't be too hard for us to work out. But obviously we've got to find the security code. So let's go about that. And how do we go about that in a point-and-click adventure game? More clicking.
Just 90,000 for this one. The label said it was painted in 1932. The gallery wanted 80 grand for it. This was where the stolen painting had hung. Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't.
And knowing anything about these games, I would say that that is the door code we need. 1212. So we'll write that down somewhere. Pen and piece of paper. So 1212. Not that I'm likely to forget that, but we'll write it down anyway.
So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. This was an inside job.
And we've got nothing else in here.
The pressure pad appeared to be working fine, but the cut wire had ensured that the alarm wouldn't sound when the painting was removed. It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen.
Alright, that's it in here. So we're going to go and punch in that.
I still needed to figure out the code to that keypad.
Well, I thought we'd figured it out, but
The
never
stolen
mind.
painting was called La Maledicción, painted by someone called L. Serp in 1937, and worth just 40 grand. The stolen painting was worth less than the others. So why did the thief talk to me? Another painting with a working alarm.
I'm still pretty confident that the door code is 1212, but obviously it doesn't want me to use that, so we'll go outside, because I think we've checked everything in here now.
The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief. The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner.
It's probably not going to let us go too far away from
For
here
a
yet.
moment, I contemplated getting on the next train out of here. But
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't mean to skip that, so apologies for that. So let's keep going.
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass. Excuse me.
Monsieur?
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, then.
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to.
Okay, so another thing with point-and-click adventure games is they give us this dialogue choice. So what we're going to do, because I am doing this as a Let's Play as well as a live stream, we're going to pause it right there for the Let's Play people. For anyone watching the live stream, we will be back in 1 moment. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So last time we witnessed a murder, and someone stole a interesting painting from the art gallery where George was working. And so we left it off where we just left the building. We're trying to find a code to get into the office to see what's on the CCTV. And we're currently talking to a waiter who works in the building next door. So let's move on, shall we?
Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty. The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment we lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
Bourgeois, vacuous and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest fusée.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight for sure. If you see him, give him this bill and tell him to pay up next time.
I wondered whether Lane was in a hurry to get somewhere or just trying to skip paying his bill. Do you recognize these?
They are nail clippers.
Would you like a slice of pizza?
I think not, monsieur. You must remember we are in Paris, the culinary capital of the world.
Pretty gross offering someone a piece of pizza from your coat pocket. Yeah.
Would you like a squirt of this?
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No, sorry. Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
Okay, so we didn't really get anything useful from that, apart from the fact that that fat guy in the gallery was a little bit dodgy, and he probably has a massive bill.
Lane had run up quite a bill at the cafe.
Yeah, so he does. He has a massive bill. Okay, so doesn't look like it doesn't look like we're going to get anything else from here. So let's see if there's anything further across the road. Nope, doesn't look like it.
The Sacré-Cœur Basilica.
And so we need to go back in here. See if there's anything we missed.
The poster looked old. I didn't want to touch it. Father?
Yes, my son.
Okay, so we've got loads of dialogue options again. This is basically what point-and-click adventures are. They're just dialogue and clicking and pointing, as they say.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. What? Peter 5:8. The devil is all around, Mr. Stobart.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said, "Stop the car. I want to get in."
What does that mean?
We may never know.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio, of course.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
I think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobart. At last you see the truth.
No, Father. I mean that the robbery looks like an inside job.
The devil's work is always an inside job.
A wire in the painting's alarm was deliberately cut.
Cut by the devil himself, perhaps.
Well, as far as I know, sightings of guys with horns and tails have been a little down recently.
You mock me, Mr. Stobart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last laugh.
Do you know the code to get into the office?
No,
I do.
but you could always pray and ask for divine guidance.
With respect, Father, I'm looking for a slightly quicker solution.
So, fairly sure we found that in the last episode, but it's not allowing us to use it, so we'll just have to keep carrying on.
What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Serpent. He was a man playing with fire. The fire of eternal damnation.
Tell me about the stolen painting.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
Do you recognize these?
Nail clippers. I'm not sure what your point is.
Would you like this piece of pizza?
A man has just died. No, thank you.
Because in any other situation, it would be acceptable to take a slice of pizza from
Hey,
someone's
Father,
coat pocket.
how about a squirt?
I think not.
This is an unpaid bill from a cafe next door.
I can assure you it is not mine.
Alright, so nothing new from the priest. Let's see if we can use the
to
door.
figure out the code to that keypad.
No, we still can't use the door.
Another working alarm. So the thief took the only painting whose alarm had been sabotaged. But why that painting? Why that particular one? Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker?
Stobart, what do you want?
Mr. Rickenbacker, there's been a problem.
Why does that surprise me? This better not involve the Blue Lizard.
Afraid it does, sir. There's been a robbery.
Oh, terrific.
Only one painting was stolen, though.
Well, what are you wasting time talking to me for? Find that painting, or find a way to avoid paying out. Two ways to keep your job, Stobart.
I see. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Anything else you gotta tell me?
The thief had a gun. He shot the gallery owner dead.
We insured him too?
No, sir.
Well, that's one piece of good news. At least tell me you got some leads.
I'm pretty sure he was sabotaged. The alarm was disabled for that one painting.
So, it was an inside job. Who else is at the gallery?
There's a guy called Hector Lane.
Lane. Why does that name sound familiar?
He's an art critic. I think he's connected to the exhibition.
Well, could it be him?
Possibly.
Well, he's rude and ugly. It's certainly possible.
So squeeze him, Stobart. Squeeze him till he squeals.
If I was going to squeeze Lane, I needed longer arms than these.
Find out who disabled the security system, then find that painting. And don't call back until you have.
Nico wasn't answering her phone. No surprise.
Alright, I think we have pretty much exhausted everything in here.
I still...
I really don't... Oh.
The bus was balanced precariously on the pedestal. I didn't want to knock it off.
Ah, okay, so I think what we can do is put the guy's pizza...
Even unconscious, Lane's body reacted to food. Time to awaken the beast. What?
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
And he won't talk to us without giving him the slice of pizza.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here. Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable. Now, what's been going on? Oh, Henri, is he
Dead? Afraid so.
poor chap? Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Yes, our paths have crossed in the Glee's Gallery.
Of course, the man with the absinthe. I don't suppose you...
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
I'm George Stobart. I insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course, we worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative powerhouse.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my curatorial wing. And now the poor fellow's gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code to that door.
Alright, so, let's get
Do you know
that.
anything about the stolen painting?
Of course, dear boy. La Maledictio, a little-known work, turned up at the last minute.
What about the killer? Were you able to get a look at him?
A delinquent in a tin hat. Beyond that, I don't really recall.
Oh, yeah, you fainted.
Those of us with a higher aesthetic are more sensitive to violence.
So you curated the exhibition? What's it about?
A brilliant retrospective. A dialectical window on European art's ongoing discourse with the unresolved psychoses of the nation-state.
Wow, you took the words right out of my mouth. So, you help run this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice.
Go
I needed to turn the heat up. Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
And why, pray, should I do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply. I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code for the office door.
But that's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that. Someone sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting. A wire was cut.
What? Who could have got into the alarm system?
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
You're not suggesting that I...
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
An unusual painting turns up at your exhibition and gets stolen. Doesn't look good, does it?
And your point is?
The cops are going to ask some awkward questions. But you give me the code to the CCTV room, and I'll do my best to point them elsewhere.
I cannot let you into that room, Mr. Stobart. Besides, Henri found La Malediccio, not me. I had nothing to do with it.
The evidence is piling up against you, Mr. Lane.
This is ridiculous.
I have evidence that puts you near the gallery late last night. But give me the code to the door, and the cops don't need to know a thing.
Impossible. What evidence?
Yeah, what, oh, the, drink
Take a
bill.
look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So,
You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know.
this is ridiculous. You have no motive and nothing that connects me to the crime.
Have it your way. I will get that code.
Alright, and
I hate to say this, Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this murder.
So you keep saying, Mr. Stobart.
Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they have my initials monogrammed on them.
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on the stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Are you accusing me? How dare you?
Now, I believe you. I absolutely do. But will the police? You have the motive. There's the evidence. Evidence of sabotage, along with the gaping hole in your alibi. Look, give me the code for the office, and I can make your problems disappear.
You, sir, are a blackmailer.
Yep, got it in one.
The number is 6397. But your accusations have absolutely no substance.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast.
okay, 6397. It sounds to me like it might be too late though.
What was that number again? 6-4...
Everyone, hold it right there.
Damn it.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. Closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor. Mo, I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or out. Apart from me, of course.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mu. Our paths had crossed before.
Okay, so we finally got the door code, but we can't use it. So what we're going to do is call this episode here. So for anyone watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.